Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRFBets race of the day for Friday, March the 15th, race number 4 at Aqueduct. We kick off the pick 6 with a one-turn mile. It is a state-bred maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies. Now, you're usually supposed to beware the Ides of March, but not if you're a new DRFBets subscriber. Subscribe and celebrate the Ides of March by doubling your action. Bet 100, get 100 at bets.drf.com. Here's the field for race number 4 at the Big A on Friday. You can access free formulator past performances on the race of the day event page at drf.com. Download them, handicap along with us. We'll take the field in post position order. And Mike, I'm worried about the number 1 Rosier going out for Danny Gargan. This is a Mission Impassable filly who really improved, I thought, last time out in a tough field with blinkers.
I agree with you. I mean, she's off of a 3-month layoff here in this race to make her 3-year-old debut, but I think in a lot of ways she's the horse to beat in here. Not only does she have, very dangerous connections on her side, but she ran pretty well last time, all things considered, in what I think was a tougher field than this one, the one she went back in. And she's actually shown a little something in all 3 of her races, Dan. I mean, I just feel like when I went through this field top to bottom that she was going to be really dangerous in here.
The runner-up from that most recent start, the horse that finished directly ahead of Rosier, came right back to run second with a 57 Beyer speed figure. There's some class in the pedigree. We mentioned the Mission Impassable on top. The second dam was stakes place sprinting. You mentioned Danny Gargan. Here's a formulator fact for this very good and red-hot trainer. Over the past 5 years, with 3-year-olds on dirt returning off 2 to 4 month layoffs, 43% winners, 16 of 21 on the board, and a $5.30 ROI. Plus, as we take a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector, Rosier could be sitting in a pretty comfortable spot, second in the early portion of this race. She's a main contender. 6 to 1 on the morning line seems very fair. The 2 is Champagne, and I think it's too early to give up on Champagne. She's a daughter of Painter. The dam was a 4-time stakes winner, and she kind of ran in spots in her career debut.
Yeah, I thought all those things were true too. I think you might see a nice forward move from this horse second time out. Switch into Manny Franco, which never hurts at this meet anyway. And in her debut, not only is it a tough distance, but she showed a little bit of speed. She was 3 wide basically the whole way on a day when the rail was actually a really good place to be. This filly's probably going to take a step forward here. I don't know if it'll be enough to beat this field, but I think she'll run better.
The number 3 today comes once. Should really appreciate this stretch out in distance. She is a daughter of Cross Traffic out of a half-sister to Good Luck Gus, who won several stakes races on the NYRA circuit, including the 9-furlong Albany. And this filly was just pretty wide last time out.
Yeah, she was wide for much of that race. I think the biggest problem she's had in her first 2 starts so far, Dan, is that she hasn't been great out of the gate, breaking a little bit slow both times and winding up back off the pace. I actually feel like she's shown a little something both times. And it does feel like she's heading the right way. I think she could take another step forward here and be really dangerous.
Rider switch to Eric Council as well. The 4 is Dancing Slippers, well beaten in all 3 lifetime starts at big odds. Goes out for the father-son combination of Robbie Davis and Dylan Davis. Robbie Davis does have a big-priced winner at this meet.
Yeah, he does, true. This horse would probably be a pretty big price if she could get it done as well. Just really hasn't shown that much on the track yet last time. I mean, yeah, that race was sort of dominated up close on a really good rail day, but I mean, she just got so far back out running that race, she never had a chance to make any kind of impact.
Perhaps facing New York breds for the first time is just what the doctor ordered for the Pennsylvania-based number 5, Keep My Eye on the Boys, who improved with blinkers last time out, finishing behind a horse that came right back to finish second in a non-winners of one other than at Laurel with a 65 Beyer speed figure. Distance shouldn't be an issue. The second dam was a stakes winner on this circuit at a mile. This is the family of Stephen Got Even.
Right. I won't knock this horse at any kind of good price. We'll see. I want more than the 6 to 1 morning line. She's run a couple of Beyers in the low 50s. It makes her a contender. I just don't really love any of her races.
Wouldn't be surprised if the 6 Alvernia shows a little bit of speed as she did 2 starts back. She just needs to break from the gate, but the Beyer speed figures are going the wrong way. She actually has a nice little pedigree as a daughter of Violence out of a half to the undefeated Grade 1 winner Bustin' Stones.
Yeah, I felt like her career debut wasn't that poor an effort. She could build upon that race, and so far she hasn't done that. Her last 2 races just haven't been that good. She's been in good fields, though.
Linda Rice, always dangerous. She sends out the 7. Becca Takes Charge, beaten favorite last time out, but she just ran into a runaway that day. She now makes her second start of the form cycle. Another filly with pedigree by Will Take Charge out of a half-sister to Grade 1 winner Awesome Humor.
just to kind of fill you that I think you expected to step forward second time out, as most Linda Rice maidens do. It didn't happen for her really, but as you say, she chased a pretty sharp horse in there. She did it from the outside on a day when the rail was good. That distance stretch out for her was probably, in retrospect, a little tough. 5.5 to a mile, it might have gotten to her. I think she'll run better in this race.
Let's take a look at our top picks for Friday's DRFBets race of the day. I'm going with the 8 Alpha Dora. Now, there's not a lot of black type in this pedigree, but just on the face of it, she should appreciate stretching out to the one-turn mile, being by Alpha, who dead-heated for the win in the Travers at 1.25 miles out of a Northern Spur mare. This horse was also a little bit wide turning into the stretch last time out after being outpaced on the turn, and then she kind of grinded it out late to finish second at a pretty big price. Timeform US has her on the lead, and if she can work out that kind of trip, maybe she can steal this for low-profile connections.
Yeah, listen, if you just want the horse who ran the best last race, it's her. I mean, she did run well last time. I look at her, Dan, and say, each of her first 2 starts are pretty good. They both look a lot like the horse that I put on top today. So once they've been in the same races, and I feel like they basically run identical races there. So I'm not sure there's that much between them. The real problem that I had with her, and I'm not way against her here, is 34 to 1 first time out, 22 to 1 second time out. She's going to be a very short price here. I'm not sure I want a short price on her, but she's very dangerous.
Will be interesting to see how she could, if she could sneak away from a horse like Rosier in the early portion of this race. Give me numbers. You like the 3. Today comes once, stretching out off that wide trip.
Yeah, I'll take her on top. Hope she can improve this time. 3-1-8-7.
I'm going to go 8-3-5-1 in race number 4, kicking off the pick 6 on Friday at Aqueduct. And remember to play it with a DRFBets account. Sign up, double your action. Bet 100, get 100 with DRFBets. DRFBets, ready, set, bet. Approximate post time for race number 4 at the Big A on Friday, 3:15 Eastern. Good luck.